Alright, what's good? Welcome back to another Bulldogs career video, back with the third and final game of the State of Origin series. It's been a pretty exciting series. Before we get into it, we'll just quickly run through our starting lineup. We've got Milford at the back. Gagai, Chambers, Inglis and Valentine Holmes complete the back five. Holmes coming in for Edric Lee on the wing. Our halves, the same old Jonathan Thurston and Cooper Cronk. Papali, Smith and Napa make up the front row. And Thide, Cooper and Maguire make up the back row. So there's a change in the front row. Matt Scott was unavailable due to suspension. That's why Papali's starting, but brought in Jacob Lillyman to the bench. Funnily enough, Matt Scott got penalised for a high tackle in our Bulldogs match, so that's probably what the suspension was for. As we look at the Blues here, our four Bulldogs are still in there. The Morris brothers and Hopper in the back five and Jackson in the second row. As we take a quick glance at the Blues, our Bulldogs are still there. Three backs in the back five of the Morris brothers and Hopper Wadi, and also Josh Jackson in the second row. As we start off with the Blues in attack, Farah at dummy half, passes to Woods, passes to Morris, he fends off JT and Milford just overran it there and completely slid by as he streaks away, and it's going to be Brett Morris who opens the scoring for Origin 3. Maloney from pretty much right in front, he's going to nail the 2 points and they're going to go up by 6. Back in attack we shifted to Holmes, a loose offload by Thurston goes to ground, scooped up by Papali. He eventually gets pulled down about 11 meters out. Second tackle here. We pass to Thurston. He passes to Napa to settle it down a bit. Fourth tackle with numbers to the left. Smith at dummy half, dummies to Napa and puts Holmes through untouched. Great execution by Cameron Smith utilizing that overlap. As Thurston takes the strike here, slots the 2 points and we're tied at 6 apiece. 23 minutes in, back on attack. Smith goes wide to Cronk, shifts it to Napa, gets past 1, and he's wrapped up by 2, 35 meters out. Third tackle here, Smith at dummy half, goes wide to Thurston, he goes wide to Inglis, putting him in space. As he draws and passes to Holmes, one-on-one with McManus, we cut back in field. A beautiful little step to get past McManus, as we score the second try of the game, and it's Valentine Holmes with an early double. Thurston converts from right in front and extends the lead to 6. As we look at the halftime stats here, New South Wales are not quite performing to the standard of their last 2 games. They've made 3 errors, given away a penalty, and they've missed 10 tackles. As for us, we're having a pretty good game so far, dominating position and territory. What I haven't shown is our kicking. We've been kicking to corners early and just trapping them in their half. As we start things off in possession, second half here. First tackle, a little scoot, and the ball almost gets stripped from Cameron Smith. Thurston at dummy half. We're going to look to kick early for the corner here, looking for that 40-20. And it's a beautiful kick from dummy half. That was an excellent kick utilizing the wind as we take the tap. Thurston to Smith, catches Morgan on an inside angle and he's going to go through untouched. Off the tap, a beautiful try there. That was a sneaky little play opening up the defense as Thurston converts from right in front once again, giving us a 12-point lead. Back off the Blues in attack as they attack the short side. Hopper just takes it to the line. Fifth and last, they go to Johnston, puts a little punt through, and just look at this kick, it sits up beautifully. I was expecting it to go out, so we misjudged that bounce. Hopper pounces on it and scores the Blues' second try of the game. A crucial kick from Maloney as he takes the strike, and it's away to the right. Up by 8 points, entering the last 10 minutes. Thurston back inside for Lillyman, and he takes the tackle inside the 30. Short ball to Miles. Passes to Cronk, goes wide to Cooper, back inside for Milford, had to reach for it as he approaches Morris one-on-one, gets the draw and pass to Chambers, and that's going to be the ball game. Chambers scores the 4th try of the game as Thurston converts, and he's going to go perfect, 4 from 4. As we win the decider here, 24 points to 10. It was a little disappointing because New South Wales weren't performing as well as they did earlier in the series, but we get the win anyway and the Silverware stays in Queensland for another season. Overall, it was a pretty good Origin series, much more competitive than I expected. As we look at the full-time stats here, Chambers picks up man of the match, and as always, thank you for tuning in, and I'll see you in the next one.